As a result of Tuesday's election, Republican nominee Donald Trump was named the President-elect of the United States. We asked many Emmanuel student voters about their experiences with the voting process. For many students, this was the first election that they were eligible to vote, including seniors Mackenzie Schmeling and Grayson Smith.
I just wanted to come out and vote today because a lot of my family really pushed me to vote, and that they think it's very important, and so I just wanted to come out and vote.
I voted because I feel like if you can vote, you definitely should, if you're able to, just because it's your democratic responsibility, I think. I mean, people, died for your right to do that, so you definitely should. There's no excuse not to if you can, so.
Oh, I walked in here this morning with my mom. It was really funny. She made such a big deal out of it. She was like, oh my gosh, this is her first time voting. Can you give her a debriefing on how to vote? And I was like, I think it's pretty obvious. I just fill in the bubbles that I want. And the guy was like, okay, here you go.
Although the majority of Emmanuel students cannot yet vote, there are a number of ways that they can get involved in the political process. Kayla Payne is a member of the youth advocacy program Inspire Kentucky, an organization that encourages youth to vote.
The youth population makes up roughly about 20 to 30% of the voting population, so it's a pretty powerful voice, and a lot of these issues in the election pertain to youth in particular, so they're pretty influential. We had a few registration drives, and we will continue to have more throughout the year, but those registration drives we set up laptops so that we could get people registered online. It's a lot easier process than rather sending them in on paper cards. So we were just kind of getting that out there, and also pledge to register cards were sent out so that if you weren't old enough to register to vote, you could pledge to register when you're old enough.
As for future voters, these seniors offered a word of advice to underclassmen who will be voting in the coming years.
Do your research, understand who you're voting for, understand the issues, not just the person that is running.
Definitely watch the debates and pay attention to what's going on, because if not, you're just going to kind of just go in there blindly, even on some of the smaller things that you had to vote for, not really the president, but congressmen and stuff. I didn't recognize a bunch of the names, so it was kind of hard for me to figure out. So even if you know who you're going to vote for presidents, find out information on other people too.
I would say even if it's an election like this one where it's pretty bleak either way, just still vote, because it's your responsibility to vote. I think it's important.
This has been Caroline Foshee from Manual AM.